Warning: the following video contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers and/or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Welcome to Everythin Yet Nothin. Here's a hillbilly in eyeshadow who's looking fabulous and talking about anything yet something. Get ready to chew on a blade of sweet grass and talk about a variety of LGBTQ topics to the lifestyle of a gay hillbilly. Watch out, folks. These hills don't just got eyes. They got themselves a vodcast. Now, here's T-Roy.
Hi, it's Kevin, not T-Roy. Haha, you were expecting someone else, weren't you? Well, I'm going to get the show kicked off because he's running on gay standard time. Happy Pride Month, everybody. I hope everyone that is celebrating Pride Month has a great month. Catch all the events that you can. I'm sure there's one in your area. If you don't know what it is, then Google it, because we know how to party. I'm just saying that. Like, we know how to have fun, and Pride is amazing. So catch yourself a show, get a parade, watch, I don't know, whatever goes on at Pride. I've only been to a few. Anyways, I don't really know what to say. This week we've done some things. We went on the 28th to Rogers, Arkansas to see Asa Hearts and support him with his fundraiser that he did, because he's going to be going down to compete. So I hope he got lots of money there. It was a great show. There was burlesque, there was drag, and he sang live. So, but anyways, eventually T-Roy will be here. Oh my god!
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Everything Yet Nothin show. It's going to be fabulous, absolutely
I
fabulous.
don't know what you did.
So, I put my hat on today because I didn't fix my freaking hair. So, yeah, boom. I'm like a pimp. Whoop, whoop. Yo.
Isn't it hard out here?
You got 25 cents? Because that's all he is. 25 cents. Come on. 50 cents?
I'm worth more than that. I'm sorry.
I know. 2 pennies.
That's less than that.
Ah! What? So anyways,
Well,
we
hello,
have
Erica. We love you too, girl.
Hi, Erica. Mwah, mwah. Love you, bunches.
She looks super cute. Her hair's growing out.
Oh,
Yeah, she comes in.
awesome. So Charles is a returning guest. He has been on our show twice so far, I think.
Are you counting? Because he has like, yeah.
Twice. And we are going to be talking about his TikTok and his art that he has began. And let me tell you, like, this man is so talented. I cannot even imagine doing what he is doing and has done. He has turned his life totally around. And from the time that I have known him and the time that he has left Branson, it's been absolutely just amazing. It's the turnaround is just absolutely wonderful, and I cannot brag enough on this man. Like, absolutely amazing, very smart, very talented, absolutely big heart, and he lives for every day, you know, like everybody should. You should absolutely live for every day. Of course, he has his thing just like everybody else has their thing. But he realizes that, and he has grasped a hold of his life, and absolutely, I mean, whenever he smiles, it absolutely just lights up the world, just like he's in the background right now, and he's all like, boom, all smiles, and I love it, because I just miss the hugs, though, Charles. And, yeah, he gives the best hugs ever. I mean, along with me, of course, in Branson. So, yeah, this week has been kind of busy, I guess. I mowed the yard. I mean, that's pretty busy. Oh, I did my nose, too. That's pretty busy. Not with toes. My toes really need done. This hat is just too much. Anyways, this is it. This is all you're gonna deal with today. Absolutely fabulous, darling. Fabulous. So, Charles is going to be talking about all kinds of stuff. Actually, I don't have any idea because it's absolutely a total surprise. This is like a last minute put together show, and I really appreciate that he has like absolutely just accepted and is ecstatic about being on the show again. And like I get, oh my god, I cannot brag enough on his artwork. I could only wish that I could do what he is doing. Like absolutely. And where he has moved, I've always wanted to go where he is today. Like always, I want to be on like Bourbon Street with like my titties showing and beads be throwing and my ass cheeks just
So you wanted to
flashing.
show your titties first? So hold on. There's a
Yeah.
whole conversation going on over here.
What? Hi, Shanae.
So
Hi,
Robert says
Charlie.
basically that I'm 30 cents with a Nickelback fucking promo, I guess.
Freaking? Is
Oh,
he?
freaking,
Is he?
sorry.
He
And
didn't say
then Tammy
fucking.
says, hey, Tammy. No, he didn't say any of that. He said, got his 25 cents after
No,
getting
I'm just
Nickelback.
reading it.
So, it's a mail-in rebate. You can
Hey, that'll work.
pay 30 cents. We'll pay.
Whatever you say.
But Chanel
Oh my God.
says she would give a wooden nickel for me.
The house is a little
Thank
crooked
you,
on both
Chanel.
sides. I'm just saying.
It was perfect till you sat down. I don't know what you did.
Really? Well, it was perfect until you touched it.
So that was for Christmas. Yeah,
See what 16 years of marriage gets you?
the cheapest concert is 50 Cent featuring
Yeah,
Nickelback.
that's right. 16 years this June 10th. Just saying. Everybody's all like, what? 16?
married this June 10th.
See, I don't even know. It's been so damn long.
We've been together
I
for
never know
16
anything.
years, yeah.
Like, he's always there correcting me. So, listen to him. Don't listen to me.
We've been together 16 years.
There you go. See? Ding, ding, ding.
So it's still been 16
Mm-hmm.
years.
I think he slashed it. Like, too much drinking water or something. Don't whisper. That's not nice. I was going to say that's not right. That's not right. But it's not nice either.
So I braided my hair today, guys, so all
Oh
these
my
people can't see me, but
Yeah, it's fabulous as always.
I'm still side braid, but I'm really showing my streaks.
I know.
See? That's what I
Wow.
said with my hair.
Wow.
And this lighting is really white.
Wow.
So, secret, I really did this on purpose.
Secret,
To
he's
show
really
myself.
older than I am. Just don't tell him I said that.
Yes, Robert.
So,
That's just showing the intelligence factor. The grayer, the wiser. When I turned 30, people were like, how does it feel to be 30? I was like, my age is finally catching up with my wisdom.
yeah, he got white, I got silver. I'm a silver fox.
Hey, Linda. Well, anyways, let's bring out our guest. We're not talking
Oh my
about you.
god, yes,
Like, it's been almost 10
absolutely.
minutes.
So let's bring out our absolutely wonderful, terrific, fabulous guest,
He's alright.
Mr. Here's Mr. Charles. Well, hey, man, what's up?
Wow. So I'm just alright, is what
I know, right? Holy smack.
welcome back to me. Hi guys, how are you doing?
Good. how are
Wonderful.
Oh man, it's good to hear from y'all. Okay, so he texted me, he was like, hey, can you come on the show on like this date? And I was like, oh yeah, sure, like thinking I had time. And he's like, yeah, it's gonna be this Thursday. And I was like, fucking what?
Last night, by the fan.
Yeah, like he literally texted me this like last night, and I was like, yeah, sure, dude, I'm off. So, like that's like, yeah, why not? I'll be, yeah. Like, I was like, I have no idea what we're gonna talk about, but like, yeah, no. So as T. Roy has mentioned for most of you, about close to, I'd say it's like been like 8 months now or something like that. It's been maybe I don't even know, dude. I've been here for so long, but I moved to Louisiana because I became someone in something I didn't want to be. and I did things that like I didn't necessarily want to do. Did I do them? Yes. Do I hate myself for the fact that I did those things? Yes, I do. Because I hurt more than just myself in doing this. And there's relationships and stuff I'll never be able to patch up. There's people that I lost because of all of this. And yet, somebody the other day just told me that I was probably one of the most resilient humans they've ever met. Because I just can bounce back. For some ungodly reason, I have the ability to somehow land on my feet every fucking time, even in the worst situations. Like right now, I'm currently sitting in an apartment in the middle of Winfield, Louisiana, that I got because a man decided to trust me.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Because I told him my story, because I had moved out to Louisiana to seek some mental health and, get myself back to where, I was me again. Because, I lost that a lot, and
Yeah.
that sucks. That sucks when you lose, the person that, you are.
Yeah.
And so I started doing, therapy. I'm on medications again. I started doing all of this stuff, and then one thing led to another, and because I was living with my brother, and his wife decided to convince my brother that I was, doing some shifty shit, some, shady stuff. And so, I just ended up getting kicked out of his house. And I was living in a hotel room for about a week and a half. And I called a number that I saw on a sign for just, these apartments right here. And I just told the guy my story. I was like, look, I just started a job at AT&T. I have no money in my fucking name. As of tomorrow, I'm going to be homeless. What do I have to do to get you to let me move in? What do I need to give you today or, tomorrow? What do I need to do? And he just started asking me a couple of questions, and then he had my boss talk to him, my brand new boss at AT&T. And God, this woman, she told me I have the right to say I have a black mama. Because the moment I walked into her store, she took me right under her wing, and she has made sure that I've had, at least a little bit of money in the week to be able to, get some food and get some gas,
Awesome.
and, she just talked to this guy and full-on convinced him to, trust me. And so the very next day, I met him at the apartment. We walked inside, and I signed the lease, and he went, all right, well, that's it. Just, text me when you're going to want to pay rent, and, we'll figure it out. He's like, I don't expect you to pay it all up front right now because, brand new job, and you got to get everything else situated. He goes, just pay as you go. And he's like, eventually you'll get caught up, and you'll be fine. And I was like, okay. And he walked out, and I had the keys to a brand new place. And,
That's awesome.
Sometimes me and my therapist both agree that I'm living in a movie. Now, the question is whether it's my movie or I'm just a character in somebody else's. And I think that's why, leading into the next spot, I started painting because I needed an outlet, because I had a lot of emotional, workings going on internally. And I met a guy who in 15 minutes taught me the basics and then just let me to my own devices. So I went out and bought spray paint. I went out and bought canvases. And this is one of the first ones I did. See if we can get it in the light.
That is so awesome, man.
And so, that's one of the first ones I did. And then as I've been doing, therapy and, going, through kind of this, weird emotional journey that, I'm sending myself out on, I've started doing more kind of,
Nice.
I guess,
Yeah.
love-inspired, designs.
Sweet. I love that one.
So it's like the Beauty and the Beast rose, and then this one was one of like my favorite ones that I did. That's just the Beauty and the Beast as well. And then,
So were you
So,
artistic before you started doing this?
what was that?
Were you artistic before you started painting like this?
No, I've never. I mean, like back in high school, I used to draw a little bit, but it was nothing that like fucking points to me being like some kind of fucking savant with art materials. Like I used to just like doodle here and there, and literally I just got the wild hair up my ass, and I was just like, I want to learn how to paint this. And then at the festival I was at, I was doing magic for, you know, people, just getting my name out there, trying to like do birthday parties and stuff, because like, you know, magic's one of those like gigs that you never really get to do gigs for. But I, like, that day, a guy walked up to me, and he was holding a spray-painted canvas, and I, like, looked at him, and I was like, bro, did you do that? And he goes, yeah. And I was like, can you, like, fucking teach me how to do that? And he goes, yeah, dude, here's my number. And then literally he came over, spent 15 minutes with me, left, and then I just went out and started buying canvases and just started, like, practicing and, like, trying to figure it out. And now it's gotten to the point where, like, I'm doing fucking, like, shit like this.
Sweet.
So, like, that's the New York City skyline. I don't know if you can tell that. But,
yeah.
Oh, wow.
That is so cool.
yeah, and so, like, it was an outlet for me. But, like, now it's become something that, like, I feel as though, like, kind of accomplished, because I've actually sold 2 of these paintings back to 2 people out in Phoenix that I knew personally. They saw my pictures on my Facebook, and they messaged me personally. Were like, hey, can you make this for, like, you know, my son? And my other friend was like, hey, can you make this for me? And I was like, I mean, sure. And they were like, well, how much do you charge? And I went, I don't fucking know. I've never done this before. And so I was like, you know what? Screw it. Like, these ones right here, these, you know, 12 by 16s and, you know, full art or whatever on there and all this kind of other shit. Like, $45, and you can have this. Bam, done. But, like, these bigger canvases where, like, you know, it's an actual canvas and it's kind of nice. Like, these I charge like $50 for, you know, and I take requests. If you want something specific on there, let's talk about it. I'll see if I can find a stencil for it. If I can find a stencil, I'll cut the stencil out. I'll make you fucking. I don't have a problem with that. And so, like, never in a million. If I were to go back and tell, like, 13-year-old me that I was going to be, like, an artist who sold paintings, like, legitimately sold paintings to people, I would have thought I was fucking on acid. Because never in a million years did I think that this is, like, where my life was going to take me. Because, again, everybody else in my family is very artistic. They all got, like, the fucking artistic stick whacked up across the side of their heads. But, like, me, I was always artistic in, like, other mediums. So, like, with magic and things like that, like, I was able to, like, that was my art. Until I fucking realized I love spray paint. Like, I have an unhealthy obsession. So, like, this is my paint table, as you can tell. It's painted all over.
Sweet.
But I have an unhealthy obsession. Like,
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
that's all spray paint.
Ow. That's a lot.
I have an unhealthy obsession. Like, it's almost sad. Oh, I want to see if anybody knows. This will date everybody's age really quick. Anybody know what this is from?
Oh, no, not at all.
Land Before
I'm
Time.
too young for all that.
That was it. So my kid that I don't really like ever get to see. My mom told me he likes The Land Before Time, so I painted this. But now I have to figure out how to to like get it to him without like his mom knowing, so she'll fucking lose her damn mind. But my mom will do that. My mom's a wise back at that kind of stuff.
There you go. Moms are good about that.
But, I'm like trying to figure out like what else is there.
So how long does it take you to do one of those paintings?
If it's like a simple one, like a couple of planets and then just like the galaxy behind it, I could knock one out in like 10 minutes, if even that.
Cool.
Like, yeah, because once you like get in the groove of it, it's like pretty simple. You can start banging them out. Like, if I wanted to, I could probably do one like on here with you.
That's cool. Hell
yeah. Another time.
That is so cool. Yeah, totally. That would be an awesome show.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah, you can be the next, what is his name? Curly hair. And here's a little tree. And on top of this hill is
oh, Bob Ross.
Bob Ross.
Man, nobody can ever be Bob Ross, don't you?
I know, right?
That man was a gift from the gods.
I tell you, man, he was the most calmest person I've ever seen on TV. I'm just saying.
I would be afraid to see Bob Ross like angry.
Yeah, right?
Because like,
he's probably
think about how happy he is all the time.
Yeah.
And like how just like nonchalant he is about everything, and then all of a sudden like he's screaming at you, like, bro, fuck that. Bob Ross would scare the hell out of me.
Yeah, I used to watch Bob Ross all the time, like as a kid growing up. We're talking about Bob Ross.
Isn't he the happy tree guy?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Or happy birds, or happy clouds.
So you're in Louisiana?
Yep.
Yes.
LA, not the town.
I'm like in the northern part. Like I'm in between like Alexandria and Monroe, like in that like in between area.
Oh, nice.
So like I live in a town where there's like not a lot to fucking do, man. Like moving from Branson to here was like I thought moving from Phoenix to Branson was a culture shock. Like this was by far like worse. Because like there's one bar in town and it closes at like midnight.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I might go to the bar tomorrow night. I'll karaoke, it'll be fun. But
Peekaboo.
Anyways, but like, no, moving out here was more of a culture shock because like, there's literally nothing in this town. Literally, there's a Walmart, and like that's it. There's a Walmart, and then there's like a Sonic. We don't even have a Taco Bell, and that's so fucking upsetting.
Oh my god, that's the end of the world right there, let me say.
You're fucking telling me, man. I just want a crunch wrap Supreme, God. That's all I want. Just want my crunch wrap. But like, when they say Southern hospitality is a thing, like they're not fucking kidding. I thought people in Branson were nice. Motherfuckers out here are the nicest people I've ever met in my life.
Really?
Even when they're upset, they're nice.
Oh,
and like it's very confusing.
Are you mad?
Well, you know, they say things like "bless your heart" when they really mean is "fuck you."
Yeah, and like that's the funny thing too, because like I had to learn like how to tell when somebody was like just being like a dick for the sake of being a dick.
Right.
And so it's like, and it's hard too because like I ain't gonna lie. So I met a person out here that when they spoke, I legitimately like asked the question like, "Hey, can you repeat that?" Because like I couldn't understand him with like the pronunciation of his words, and like because it all just sounded like one fucking like mass of words, and I'm like,
Yes.
fucking, I'm
Yes.
like, excuse me. And he's like, oh yeah, let me slow down. But what the funny part is with my accent, like the way I talk and like how fast I talk a lot. I was at the DMV and I was trying to say something to the lady, and I said, I think it was like my social security number, and so like I spat it out like all fast, and the lady goes, "You're not from around here, are you?" And I was like, "No, ma'am, I'm not." And she goes, "You're gonna have to slow that down."
Whoa.
She goes, "We're pretty slow around here," and I went, "Oh my god, like this lady's fucking being a dick to herself." Like I didn't say that. Like I didn't say that. I didn't say that to you. I was trying to be nice and like going, oh shit, yeah, my God, I'll slow down. Oh, by the way, there's this Avengers one I did.
Oh wow,
Oh, that's awesome.
that is kick ass.
Yeah, I thought that one was sick. But like, yeah, no, I mean the culture shock was definitely like a weird thing to get to, and like the only other thing that like I'm having trouble with adjusting to is the fact that just like there's no nightlife here. There's no like interesting things to go do. Like there's like it's a town stuck in like the dark.
So is it a good thing for you going down there for the reason that you went down there for? Like here, you had so much to do, like bars and all that stuff. There, you don't have really much to do. So is that a struggle?
I mean, yes and no. It's like obviously not going to like a bar and like shit like that. Like obviously I'm gonna be able to like save money there and like not get myself in trouble. You know, and not get myself into a situation that I probably shouldn't fucking be in, you know?
Yeah.
And so like that's kind of nice, but at the same time, like going to bars and stuff, like that's how I met like people that I could relate to. Like that's how I met people who, you know, had the same interests and like things like that. But like out here there's you don't have that ability. And so like it was really hard to like make friends at first. Mainly because like I had planned to go back to Branson. I had planned to come home.
Yeah.
And all of that fell apart. And I'm not shooting blame at anyone because both parties were at fault. Both parties made mistakes. But
It happens.
you know, and it sucks that it happened the way that it did. And it sucks that like, you know, all that shit inspired into, you know, those fucking, you know, moments that, you know, both of us are gonna look back on and just hate each other for it. Like it sucks, but it is what it is. And moving out here and like going to therapy, I was the biggest advocate for therapy fucking sucks. I thought it was stupid. I never liked therapy. I thought it was dumb. I was like, I shouldn't have to have somebody tell me how to like channel my feelings. Like I shouldn't have to, you know.
Oh yes.
The whole fucking 9 yards. And then I actually went to therapy, and believe it or not, as I used to hate therapy advocate, it helps.
It does.
Really does.
It really
and,
does.
Like, and like it pisses me off to say that like out loud. Because again, I used to hate. You know, I used to hate the thought of therapy, and now here I am at the age of fucking 30, telling people like, hey, you know, you should like. I literally told one of my friends the other day because like she's going through some shit, and I literally said like, hey, dude, you should go talk to my therapist, like my guy, the guy I talk to. And she was like, well, is he good? And I went, well, he got me to fucking talk, which, like, that's saying something due to the fact of, like, I didn't even want to do, like, the therapy in the first place. Like, I did, obviously, because, like, I wanted to do therapy because I knew I needed help. But, like, admitting that sucks. Did I want to admit that? No.
It does.
Because, like, in my mind, that just shows that, like, I'm weak. And I couldn't fucking handle it on my own.
Yeah.
But thanks to, like, people that, like, I know and thanks to people that I've met, I realized that, like, all that shit that, like, happened, that doesn't define who I am, 6 days from now.
No.
Because I am making the conscious effort to, like, do better. I am making the conscious effort to, like, go to therapy and work on myself and find better, outlets for like, certain emotions and things like that. Like, I'm finally able to, like, sit here and comprehend, the emotions that I've had to, like, sidetrack because,
right.
I didn't think I needed them anymore. And it's definitely one of those things that's, like, really eye-opening. Being in such a slow town, it really gave me time to, like, think.
Well, that's a good thing. I mean, if you're thinking, then that's helping you. And yeah, I feel the same way. I felt the same way about therapy. And whenever I was 32 is the first time I went to a therapist. And, throughout my lifetime since then, it's really helped, like, guide me through what I needed to guide through. And they're there to put more understanding in a lot of things that I didn't understand and where I was coming from. And I was raised with parents that totally did not believe in therapy or psychiatrist or anything like that. They always said, hey, they're a doctor that needs a doctor. And, I probably more than likely should have had a therapist at 8 years old. And I didn't. So I had to deal with all that up until I was old enough to say, hey, let's try this. And I was totally the same way. I'm like, oh, really? I have to go to a therapist? But yeah, it does help. And I would much rather see you go through therapy with a therapist than to go down a road that would hurt you or hurt others and you not even realize it. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, and that's one of the bigger portions of, like, why I was doing, or, like, why I wanted to come down here and do therapy.
Yeah.
Because, I realized in myself that, like, I was not happy with the person I was becoming.
Yeah.
And that scared the shit out of me, man.
But yeah, I mean, shit. It would. Are you happy with yourself today?
Am I happy with the person I've become so far? Yes.
Okay.
Because me and my therapist even said it today. I have made leaps and bounds of progress that most people who go to therapy for the same issues or, like, the same, general category of, like, shit that I'm, went to my therapist with.
Yeah.
He said most of those people, the very first time that they're in his office can't admit that, they did what they did. Like, they can't admit it.
Right.
But the very first day I was in the office when it was just me and him, on the very first day, I felt comfortable enough to just open up. And, I mean, it was the most relieving, like, little moment.
Yes.
Like, being able to kind of, like, get everything off your chest to somebody who I was going to leave his room in 45 minutes and not see him for another 2 weeks. And I don't talk to him outside of that room. So, like, I can get it all off my chest in, the time that I'm with him, and then walk out of there and go, oh, cool, I don't have to think about that for the rest of the fucking week. Like,
right? Yeah.
And so, like, it's definitely just one of those things of, like, if you're going through shit, and you don't fucking have somebody to talk to, find a fucking therapist. Find, ask a friend. Like, you don't even have to go to therapy, man. Just find somebody who you trust and go to them, talk to them about it. Yeah, they're not going to be able to give you like a psychological diagnosis or anything like that, but at least they can talk to you about maybe trying to find, the right medical attention to be able to take care of it.
Yeah.
And I mean, like if you're just going through shit, man, find a therapist, because your life is far more important than what you're giving yourself credit for, and your mental health matters above all else.
Absolutely. But yes, man, I am hell of a proud individual, and I'm proud of you, because from the first 2 times that you've been on here and now, there is a difference, I can tell. Not that it's horrible, or anything like that, because I love you no matter what. I liked you no matter what. You've been accepted in my eyes and in my mind and in our whole world as a friend of ours. And all the stuff that you've been through and everything that you've had to do, like moving from Branson to Louisiana, that's a big ass step. And going from where you were here and then now, that's something to look back on and say, hey, what the hell? Look at what I fucking did. And, you made your own decision to go. You have made your own decision to help yourself. You have made your own decision to look at yourself and check your own self. And not very many people are even able to do that. And that right there is a hell of a man to step up and do what you have done. So you are fucking fabulous. I'm telling you, man, you have no idea. Like this right here, somebody's gonna watch this and be all like, holy fucking hell, look at him. Like, look at what he's done. I could do that shit too. And you're gonna help people. You've already helped people in your own eyes, in your own life right now, today in Louisiana. You help people here whenever you were here in Branson. You helped people the first 2 times that you've been on my show. You're amazing.
Here comes the boss. You better get him.
I appreciate it a lot. Because, like, if there's anything that I can tell anybody, it's if there's somebody close to you and they've been trying their hardest and they're fucking just getting at it every day and just continuously fighting, like, the best thing that person could hear at any given time is the fact that you're proud of them. Like when when all of this first started and like a couple months into it, like I was already kind of like a changed individual. I was already starting to kind of like get my bearings and deciding like, okay, well, am I gonna make friends or am I not gonna make friends? The whole 9 yards. But like I was talking to one of my friends back in Branson, and just over the phone, she was like, hey, I'm fucking proud of you. And like immediately I broke. I started crying like a little fucking girl. And it's because like when people are going through shit, they don't hear that enough, man. They just don't hear that people are proud of them. And
they don't.
Sometimes that's what we want. We just want people to be proud of us.
Right. And those people don't understand that. The ones that aren't given us, the ones that need it, they don't understand, hey, maybe we should do that, what your friend did for you. And that is to say that she's proud of you. A lot of other people need to step up and do the same thing.
Yeah, no, agreed.
Way to fade in there.
So what are your plans for the future?
Well, right now, I'm working at AT&T, and believe it or not, it's decent money, especially out here, and the fact that, like, there's not very many serving jobs, so I had to change up the resume a little bit and go with, sales and customer service, because, like, it's kind of the same thing.
Kind of.
But I mean, as far as like my painting and stuff goes, like I legitimately want to like I want to do that. Like that's why I started making TikToks about like my paintings because I'm hoping eventually like somebody will see it and it'll fucking take off or something. But yeah, if you're ever wanting to follow me on TikTok, everyone. Let's see, can I put this in? Is there a way? Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna disappear for about 6 seconds while I look and see how to spell my fucking TikTok.
Okay.
Well, he's looking at TikTok.
Hi, Teresa, girlfriend. Love you, girl.
Okay. So, my TikTok is at TSM underscore, and only nerds will get this one, but it's abstinence. It's like abstinence, but replace the like very first letters with sap. So like no masturbation. Get it?
Oh. I love
So
it.
funny when you have to explain it. But yeah. So that's my TikTok. If anybody wants to follow me, you are more than welcome to. I am just now starting to like do the TikToks of like me painting. Apparently, if you get to 1,000 people following you, you can do lives. So like that's my goal right now is to get to 1,000 followers on TikTok. So that way I can start doing lives with me painting.
Yeah.
It's kind of where I want to go with this. So.
Hell yeah. That's awesome, bro. Like, that is so awesome. I can see you as a painter artist.
Well, like, and it's just funny because like I never thought in a million years like that would be like what I would end up really loving to do was taking spray paint cans and making fucking art with it. Like I never in a million years.
Yeah. That's more than likely saving your life right now.
I mean, yeah, no, it's definitely like something that like kind of gave me a new purpose because apparently I'm pretty fucking good at it.
Hell yeah. You're freaking fabulous at it.
Well, we're gonna hit since we waited so long for commercial. We're gonna hit a commercial and then say our goodbyes. It's almost that time.
Well, we are going to go to a commercial, and then when we come back, we will be saying our goodbyes. So, I know, already. Shit, it always flies by when good people are on here talking to us. Fabulous people. All right. So we will. Yeah, you're the one.
But I have my hands full, my lap full.
But we will be back after these messages. And there you have it. We are now back. Thank you so very much, Charles, for coming on and sharing your story and sharing your art and
you are very welcome, my friend.
For the share, I appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Next time, I swear I won't be all like thinking that it's 2 days prior to Thursday, and then
Yeah,
the
no,
bottom
don't. Give me a
world.
fucking heads up there, bud.
We'll work on that. Surprise!
Time eludes my husband.
So yeah, if you wouldn't mind waiting backstage, we could talk a little bit afterwards.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So thank you so very much. I appreciate everything that you have done for us over the last 2 years of us putting this on, and like you have no idea what it means to me and Kevin that you've done what you've done.
All I
So
can say is thank you for the opportunity to like even be here, and I appreciate the sentiments on the fact that you guys are just always rooting in my corner. So.
absolutely, always will be. All right. I'll see you in a second.
All right.
So there you have it.
Where?
One hell of a man right there that you have heard the truth of his life. That is something to look at, and I want to let people know, no matter what problems you have, there is help out there. Like our guest said, you can reach out to a friend. You can reach out to anybody that is going to be there for you, listen to you, maybe even give you some input of, you know, what to do, what therapist to go to, what in it, just reach out. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt others. Please don't hurt yourself because we have too much suicide. We have too much of individuals just giving up. We have children killing themselves every day because of just stupid shit. And we have grown-ups killing themselves over life, not learning at a young age, not being shown the right thing at a young age, not being guided the right way. And that's not our parents' fault. That is the time that they were raised in. Because, my parents were totally raised in a totally different everything. And that is one thing that, I wish they would have done was guide me down to a better road of, therapist, therapy, psychiatry, whatever it is, you know, please, if your child has some sort of problem, no matter if it's mental, physical, anything, please help your child. Listen to your children, listen to individuals, your loved ones around you. If somebody says they need help, they're saying it because they need help. Okay, they're not just saying it just to hear them say it. I mean, who would say that just to be saying it? So listen to them. Help guide them down the road and the path that they need to be on. And do not judge others. Um, if you are the one judging, don't forget, you're the one that is a judger. And if you are the one that is giving hate, look at yourself in the mirror and say, oh my God, look at me. I'm the freaking hater. And then smack yourself in the fucking face because that's all you deserve. And so, therefore, I hope that you can be a rainbow and I hope that you can help somebody else be a rainbow. Please. And be kind to each other. Peace and love. And I will see you next Thursday. Tune in this Tuesday at 11 until whenever on KRBC Live 365 app. You can download it totally free. There's other shows on there. And next Thursday, we will be having a guest on that you will not believe who it is. And guess who it is?
I don't know.
Tune in to next Thursday and you'll find out. So,
Bye, everybody.
much love. Later.
Thank you for joining T. Roy and a special guest here on Everythin Yet Nothin. Tune in next Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central for another episode you won't want to miss. Until next time, be a rainbow in someone's life.
Like and follow us on Facebook at WLFE DB Radio.
I could have swore I felt you touch my ass. Like, And then I was like sitting here, and I'm like,
How can
oh
I
my
touch
God.
your ass all the
He
way from
touched
over
my
here?
ass, and I'm sitting on it. And then I was like, oh my God, I realized
Oh,
it wasn't cheating.
bye,
Oh,
everybody.
shit. Hey. Hi. Bye.